at how I'm dressed. I'm like a mum going to a soccer game. You know? I love this thing though. I love it. It's so warm. I'm gonna get so warm during this, but style. I love it.
It's the viral kid. You see? No, he went viral.
Weird. I like it.
This is the most movie that has ever movied. By that, I mean, it's like the main character Will says, he is a medium. And that also explains this movie. It's not bad, it's not great, but it's good. Goat is a movie that plays exactly how you expect it to be. You see a character and know, yep, they're the villain. And guess what? They're the villain. You see a character sniffing the inside of a shoe, you know, there's gotta be a lot of weird stuff.
Normally, these sell for around 6, but I'll give it to you for 5.
You see Modo and you think, well, this line here, he says, perfectly explains him.
I make you feel weird, and you're not sure why.
That line perfectly captures Modo, and the only true reason why I wanted to watch this movie, and I'm glad I did.
Modo is icon.
Modo is indeed an icon, a queer icon, and I love him. Hey guys, Blazie here, and welcome to my review of the movie Goat. Is this movie the Goat? As I said, this movie is good. It just does what you expect a story to be and how it plays out. When the main character Will is a kid, he loves warball, as they call it, which plays exactly like basketball, just with like dangerous layouts on the field, which granted makes for some fun scenery changes and animation. So I understand why they did this compared to just basic basketball. But yes, him as a child loves warball and wants to be just like Jet, the greatest player on the Ford's team. Which I will say, it's nice to see that his idol is a female, so he says he wants to be just like her. You know, I do appreciate that. Because yeah, boys can have female idols, it's perfectly fine. Years later, the Thorns suck, Jet is good, but that's about it. Will goes viral, gets on the team, Jet hates him, later likes him, he proves himself that a small animal can achieve big things, they have a rival, they beat the rival, ta-da, end of movie. It's that simple, so what does it do to stand out? Nothing. Again, that's kind of it. But let me go over some things. I will say the animation is really nice. The characters do look good. I like a lot of, the background characters. So the animation does help carry the movie, but whenever they try to do speed, they just blur everything but what you're focused on, and it doesn't really work for me. As the movie just goes on, it keeps using that same technique. It just doesn't really work. It kind of comes off as kind of lazy. Bad Guys 2 did speed stuff better in my opinion. The music is also just kind of fine. It's fine. Let's talk about the characters. Will, the main character, is perfectly okay. He is likable and not annoying in any way. He is just a kid trying his best. It is revealed his mum got sick and passed away, so he is living in a crappy rental. Wait a second. Did his ass cheeks just jiggle? Did you need to make his ass cheeks jiggle? Alright film, let's actually talk about the weirdness, because that's what you want, right? That's why you're here for my review. You want to hear about the weirdness, because yeah, this movie has its moments, catering towards furries and kinksters alike. This movie has a bird who sniffs Will's shoes he is trying to sell and then tastes them.
Pristine upper mesh, taut laces. Nutty.
Nasty.
He judges the price of shoes based on their smell and taste. So that means he regularly does this. Some people are gonna love this character. You do see this bear's ass for no reason, besides for the furries who are into bears. I do like the bear has a shave spot on his arm for a tattoo. Is that how tats work for furry ones? They have to just shave the area, or maybe it's a fresh tattoo that they shave and put it on there. That would make sense if it's a fresh tattoo. That's kind of fun. I kind of like that. There's a moment where birds kiss by vomiting into each other's mouths during the kiss. Now that's a kink I did not expect to see in a kid's movie, because haha, birds would go to take the food, but to feed their young, not when they're making out, not that birds make out, but you get my point. They did not need to do that, but they did. Just there's a piss kink in here. Okay, so it's not piss, but that's exactly what it's supposed to be. There's one fart joke and more full of drool all the time. They mention cloaca? That's not something I ever expected to hear in a kids movie.
One more word, and it's a technical.
Why don't you take that whistle and stick it right up your cloaca?
It's like they couldn't say butt or ass. Like, they literally make that joke. But they say cloaca.
Did she just say cloaca? Can you say that on TV?
Well, it's as close as you can get to saying butter.
Fascinating world we live in, huh? And then, of course, I can't forget about Vor. I can't escape Vor.
A brigand snake. Let me just unhinge my jaw.
Please, don't eat me, don't eat me.
So, yes, there's Vor as a mascot eats someone with full belching and swallowing sounds. You could have had to eat him. You didn't need to add the belching sounds and such. So yeah, I have seen like actual mascots do this, which is really fun. So would this still be counted as Vor then? Yeah, especially with those sound effects. Yes, this is Vor. I mean, we also have Modo. Oh, I could talk about Modo for days. He has apparently eaten eagles.
Coach wants us to run Eagle 24. We all know the play?
No.
I do.
I've eaten 24 eagles. Excuse me, what?
Do they mean like feral birds? Because there are birds in this world that talk. And I don't think we ever really see like an actual feral animal. So, is he voring birds? Voring eagles? Yeah, I believe so. I mean, considering he is shown voring a basketball, I wouldn't be surprised. He also apparently does bite.
Come on, get to know your teammates a little.
We don't bite. Well, Modo does sometimes.
Just get in here.
Look at him raising his eyebrows and the face he makes. He is a kiki lizard and I love it. Modo is what makes this movie for me. He was so fun to watch. He is the type of character that would have made me realize how gay I am as a kid for sure.
I make you feel weird.
Speaking of characters, let's get back to that. Yes, Will is good, but there are some weird things like he has good goat vision. Is that a thing? But also, it's explained in the beginning, but never plays a role. Like, you might see him kind of weirdly zoom in, but like, it's never really explained that like, oh, that's what's helping him is his goat vision kind of thing. It just kind of happens, but then it's like really random, and it might just be the animation, it might just be this and that. Yeah, plays a role in nothing. Him also being a small doesn't really work. Yes, the characters are bigger than him, but Modo is not that much bigger. And same with Olivia, the ostrich. She is skinny and not that much bigger, I guess. All Will needs to do is buff himself up a bit, so it just doesn't fully work. It's like they kind of just change his size depending on what the situation is, but his story and how it all plays out is fine. He might be specious though, aka racist, as there's a gag with a cockroach.
Hello.
So the cockroaches are anthos, or just like very well aware and can talk and such. Because then later Will says something that makes the cockroach population angry. So yeah, insects are anthos in this movie as well. So so Will is a racist. He also never seems to actually have trouble on the field, being like the first small to ever compete in warball. He seems to do just fine on it. So, as a part of it, it feels pointless that he is small and like, you can't have small people playing with the big teams. He seems to be doing just fine. I don't know, either way, he goes viral when he hears main attraction, who's the name of the horse in this, is at his usual warball sport, beating up a bunch of foes and is giving crap to Jet. So Will decides to go up against him and show off what he's capable of. He ultimately loses, but went viral for a meme, which, sure, how today of you to do. And that's how he gets on the team. Jet Fillmore was okay, but kinda all over the place. They can be good 1 second, and then bitter the next, and then back to liking Will, and then they're not liking Will. It can be a little all over the place. Like, I understand why she is the way she is, but it could just be just a little bit messy. As I said though, in the end, she is basic in the sense of like design and also story plot for her. It goes exactly how you expect it to. I do like, like with her being all bitter and such, when Will shows her all these people still love her and such. I like that scene with her in the diner. That is a nice scene. I did enjoy that. It's just, again, it's nothing you haven't seen before. As usual, my camera's memory was full, so I had to fix that up. And yes, I did get rid of a thing because I did warm up like I said I would. Anyway, back to the video. So she is like the older player, the best on the team, but her age is catching up to her, and is bitter having not won a single championship. Which then, it confuses me. Like, she lives like such a lavish lifestyle. That doesn't really make much sense to me. Though I like she sleeps in a tree above her large bed. That's funny. That's a good little gag. I just don't understand how they could live so lavishly. And even the boss of a team seems to have like a lot of money for a team that hasn't won a championship. So I doubt they're getting the sponsors and such. It just doesn't quite work for me because it just kind of confused me. And then the boss lady, whose design I absolutely hate, is just there as a boss who again lives a witch life and seems fine with how things are, though she is also the one who hires on Will. But then later, when the team is actually doing well, she sells the team, leading to like the sad part of the movie where everyone's crying. We get this great moment with Modo. Like again, it's very typical kind of movie that we get this sad moment. But yeah, after she sells the team, that's kind of it for her. She never gets her comeuppance, and it kind of sucks. Speaking of villains, main attraction. I do kind of like the name. I kind of like it. I also do like his shoes have horseshoes on them. Besides that, I hate this character. I hate his design. I hate it. I understand what they were going for, but I just hate it. Especially after we got that big, beefy design of the mayor in Zootopia 2. You know, and then I love Maximus and Tangled, and just, yeah, this design just isn't it for me. I do like he sometimes walks like a horse on all fours, but it also looks so unnatural that I also kind of hate it. I just don't like him. He also does like an extremely cringy diss rap that just made me cringe so much.
I know you think you're all bad, but I'ma have you crying like that.
Will has two friends, Hannah and Daryl. They're fine. They're kind of just there to be supported, but they are perfectly fine. Hannah is definitely a lesbian. I like this one subtle joke here.
I'll see you both later. I got a date. Need a shave.
Where do you need to shave exactly, Also, the way she looks at Jet is just so gay, so I liked her. On the rest of the team, you have Olivia, whose only joke is sticking her head into a bag like ostriches do, sticking their heads in the ground. Lenny, who also raps, which is cringe to me when he started doing so. His whole thing, though, is he's tall and was kicked out of 10 teams for being tall. But isn't that an advantage here? Compared to Will, for like this kind of game. It just doesn't make sense at all. Because then they also say, yeah, embrace your tallness, embrace your long neck, and stick your neck out for everyone, and it just kind of confused me. I understand, like, having that kind of just, I'm too tall kind of thing. I get that, but it's just, I don't know. You already have someone who's too short, and that's the base of the movie, but now there's this character who's too tall. It just, it doesn't work. There's Archie, the dad, whose character is Dad, with his two daughters. Now, I thought I would hate them, but they're fine. They're not that annoying with how, like, short their screen time is. They have that one fart joke, which is gross, but besides that, they are fine. They're just there. And then last, but not least, Modo. Modo is hilarious. He is so weird, but damn do I love his designs. All those piercings, the pink mohawk, the rainbow nails, oh my gosh, I love his design. And then just all the silly animated moments they do with him, with all his facial expressions. You just never know what's going to happen next when Modo is on screen. Like, I love this moment referring to himself if he was a snake.
If Modo were any more of a snack, he'd eat himself.
Like, they knew what kind of character they were making. They literally call him a thirst trap.
Oh yeah, he's a thirst trap, chunk. Go along for my skin. No, marry me.
And oh yes, he sheds his skin. And here I'm just like, oh, he's gay as hell. Because normally in a scene like this, it would land right on the female asking to be married. But nope, a male asked to be married and it landed on him. That's canon. Modo is such a queer icon.
Modo is icon.
Modo is such a queer icon like the Hex Girls are in Scooby-Doo. Like, yeah, that line of "I make you feel weird and you're not sure why" is talking to the gays who don't know they are gay, and to the furries who don't know they're furry yet.
Weird. I like it. God damn.
They will, after watching this movie. They will understand. They will understand when watching Modo gulp down a whole thing of grapes. There was not a single scene of Modo I hated. I love this moment where he admits he doesn't even know the rules of the game.
I don't even know the rules of Rodo.
He just likes the ball. So what I'm trying to say is, the characters are basic. Besides Modo, he saves this movie, and he even saves the team by using Uno reverse in a poker match to become the head of the team. He now owns the team at the end of the movie. So I need a sequel just to see what that means. They also have a coach whose design I don't like, but he's fine. I will just say a few other moments before giving it a score. I hate how much Sony advertising is in this movie. Yes, it's a Sony-made movie, but my god, you did not need to slap your logo everywhere. Like a friend having a literal PlayStation controller logo thing on her shirt, and they're always wanting to play 2K. It's cringe, Sony. It's cringe. But them using a parrot's feather as a pen, that's funny. When the horse decides to take off his chains and his weird little friend says this.
Looks like you're gonna make me take my chains off.
Yeah, man, take it all off.
That's pretty gay. I do like how they occasionally go on all fours, being more animal-like. That's kind of fun. There's a moment Will screams like the screaming goat.
Pack it up.
You know what? It's inoffensive, and I only do it once, so it's fine. Looking at you, 4. Will eating a can of nuts, but not the nuts, the can itself. That's funny. The bar moment that was in the trailer, I thought was just weird. It is very weird. It just comes out of nowhere, making no sense. Like, even for like a scene, I understand what they're trying to do, but it just comes out of nowhere, and it's pointless. But then they also do it at the end of the movie, and oh dear lord, the faces. It's hilarious how stupid they look, but also disturbing. The commentators in this movie are kind of fun. Normally commentators in these kind of movies I generally hate. They're always just kind of annoying. But these two can be funny.
Or will he follow in your underwhelming footsteps, Chuck?
You suck, Rusty. And yes, that was a bat joke.
Little gag of Modo eating the playing cards and then them sticking to his hand is a funny little gag you only notice if you're watching him. Jet listens to music that's just cats meowing. That's funny. There's a moment where a director is explaining it's funny that Jet calls herself the goat, but now there's a goat who's the goat. My brain instantly went to, oh, this is a director literally explaining why the movie is called Goat. Like, yeah, we got it. And looking it up, I was kinda correct. It's one of the writers who's voicing the characters. Like, you don't need to explain in your movie. We got it. We understand why it's called Goat. But yeah, Goat. It was a fun enough time. Just a very basic story and characters besides Modo. The animation is nice, the actual basketball side of things is kind of weird. It's all done so quickly without any rhyme or reason. It's just quick shots and they're done. But it was a fun enough watch with the animation. I think in the end, I will give Goat a 7 out of 10 foxes. It is the most 7 movie ever. I was never bored watching it, I'll give it that. I enjoyed a lot of the comedy enough to get chuckles out of me. Modo is icon. Like, this movie would be 5 out of 10, the most average movie ever. But Modo brings that score up, and I think the animation also gives it 1 more point. So it's a 7 out of 10 for me. I can see people giving us a lower score because of how basic it kind of feels, but basic is not a bad thing, guys. It's not. Anyway, that's it for this review. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did. I tried not to go through every story beat this time around like I normally do for some of my reviews. So let me know if you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed me talking about the characters and like moments I liked. Let me know. And also follow me over on Twitter and Blue Sky. And I have PayPal, Coffee if you want to donate to help me out. I really appreciate it. I could really use it right now. So thank you everyone. And please do, give this video a like, and also give it a hype. I think it's on this side, the little star icon thingy. Hype it up. You can do it 3 times in a week, so, you know, That would be nice. Thank you so much. I think I've been pointing it to this side, but it's on this side. Either way, thank you so much. Please do give it a like and subscribe to our channel because I love you if you do. Hit that bell icon. And VitoFox says, be like Modo. Be an icon. Alright guys, bye for now.